Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today we're back at Mainline Cars and Coffee on August 24th, 2025. And I had to get rid of some of my loose Hot Wheels castings from all the wind tunnel videos that I've been making, so I decided to hand them out at the show for free. This Blob Eye STI has some cool things going for it. For one, it has a really unique ARC or ARC two-way hood scoop, and in my opinion they have some of the best factory wheels ever. Here's a tastefully modded Evo 8. I think it's easy to go overboard with these given the extensive aftermarket, but I like how low-key this one appears. It doesn't even have a rear wing. BMW 1M. I remember watching the Top Gear episode when this car first dropped. Now everyone seems to rave about how nicely sized these cars are, and good lord, look at how nice these fender flares are. This is the first generation Honda HR-V, which was never actually sold in the US, though the following generations have been. This had some great seat fabric and it was stick too. It looks like if a Honda CR-V had a baby with a Fiat Panda. I couldn't pass up the chance to check out these amazing JDM Legacy GT wagons. The US did get Legacy GTs in this BH generation, but they were naturally aspirated with just some upgraded body cladding and gear sets. Here we go, a Mustang Cobra dubbed the Terminator. Truly the OG Hellcat, making every bit and more of the original 390 horsepower rating. Here we have a stunning Maserati Grand Sport, sort of the highest performance variant of the 3200 GT and the Coupe platform. These have depreciated like rocks, which is a shame since I always thought they were pretty cool. I believe they had some reliability issues and the interior suffered from the sticky buttons that you may have heard of. I had to talk to this owner. You just never see XKs anymore, let alone XKR convertibles. This car is a 1 of 100 in this color and a 1 of 200 portfolio editions. Check out this Recaro interior. This may have been my favorite car at the show today. Just like the Maserati before it, these are underappreciated and very pretty. The owner said he bought this since he couldn't afford an E-Type, but truthfully, I'd rather have this. This is a 1962 Chevy Bel Air with an engine so good the Beach Boys sang about it, the 409 cubic inch V8. This was paired with the daintiest looking little 4-speed stick. Check out this 1971 Plymouth Fury. I spoke to the owner too, and it's a retired state police car complete with the Mopar 440 cubic inch V8 underhood.
What's wrong with the 440? Oh, yeah.
To me, BMW cannot top the E92 M3. They look great stock, modified, and have one of the sweetest sounding V8s. Just don't ask the owner how much torque they make. Sub 300. The Audi RS6 GT is just so incredibly gaudy, but my lord, I'd buy one in a heartbeat if I was rich. These are always way bigger in person than they are in pictures, and the wheels are huge on it, but they look so good. I've definitely mentioned how good Ferrari 360s look 20 years later, but I think the F430s look even better. When I think of a Ferrari, this is what I'm picturing. The 355, the 360, the 430, and the 458 were just total knockouts, if you ask me. Halloween is just around the corner, and the paint scheme on this 997 GT3 RS would fit right in. I love that this generation RS used these color accents all throughout the car, especially when they paint match the wheels. Sometimes they had a paint match roll cage. They look so special. Here's a real treat, an Alfa Romeo Giulietta Sprint Speciale. It's such a pretty and dainty looking vehicle. The bumpers are thin, the tires are narrow, and the rear end slopes down to a nice point. It sounded pretty healthy too for a 4-cylinder with like 67 horsepower. Truthfully, I used to be a big Fox body hater, and I still am to an extent. They're just so plentiful that I kinda get tired of seeing the same one over and over. However, this notchback got my attention, with this unique color and aggressive stance. Shout out to the owner. I believe this to be a 1939 DeSoto Touring Sedan. My favorite part of this car is the shape of the headlights. They look much more interesting than the more plentiful round headlights of its competitors. The gauges and the clock in the DeSoto had this very pretty Art Deco styling, but good lord, please ditch this puppet. I'm sure this was one of the most controversial vehicles at the show. It's a Ford F-150 from 1979 that's been EV swapped, but the owner did such an amazing job. You really can't tell from looking at the outside, and I think that's the best part. It looks like a typical truck. By now you should know that I have a huge soft spot for Italian oddballs. Maserati isn't in good shape right now, but they shouldn't be allowed to fail after making something as pretty as the Quattroporte. I'm a sucker for the blue-faced gauges in these cars, and I think back to the Top Gear episode when they compared the Quattroporte to the Rapide to the Panamera. I was hoping to finally see one of these, a Ferrari 12 Cilindri. Dumb name, but a pretty and powerful car. I really love the front end on these. Very reminiscent of the 365 Daytona. The second gen Ford GT's aero bridges never cease to amaze me. They're just so striking. Will someone please let me have a go in one of these? I don't have too much to say about this 81 BMW 528i, besides I just liked it. The BMW M Racing colors work so well on this car, and the Euro front end is so much cleaner than the US spec E28s. BMW heads, is that interior stock? Because I really love it. The size differential between an original Mini and a modern Escalade is straight up scary. This show was full of 430s, and I was happy, but I really wanted to see a Scuderia, and then I found this one. Pretty much the top dog 430 ever made. This is the Ferrari F430 Scuderia Spider 16N. Complete with a naturally aspirated 500 horsepower V8, this car was meant to celebrate Ferrari's 16th F1 championship. I will leave you with one final treat, a Ferrari 330. I don't see many truly vintage Ferraris, so I was very excited to check this one out. I think the best angle of this car is the rear 3/4, where you can see the sloping roofline, its very simple taillights, and the quad-tipped exhaust. Thank you for watching, everyone, and thank you for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. It's been so fun connecting with you all, and I look forward to doing so in the future. I'll see you next time.